People shoot for fun, AK-47 beat, entry stripe AK-15.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a quick breakdown, explaining to you guys the myths and the fallacy behind bugging out and bug out bags within the prepper community or gun community. Basically just breaking down the reality of it and the false perception that people have around the subject. So if you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Let's get into the video. All right guys, so for starters, to start off the video, one thing that I realized that a lot of people don't want to mention, a lot of prepper families or people who are into preparedness, they don't want to take notice of the people who are going to be liabilities rather than assets, you know? And they could be a liability themselves based off their own physical fitness and their conditioning to their bug out bag, their go bag, their 72-hour pack, whatever the case may be, are not conditioned to carrying this pack and carrying the weight, then you're more of a liability rather than an asset just by having the bag in your possession, okay? Not saying don't have a bug out bag, you guys should definitely build them, but if you're building them and not doing your exercises with them, if you're not going on your hikes with them on a scheduled routine or using it as part of your fitness, regardless if you hit the gym, you do cardio, or if you do yoga, whatever it is, if you have a bug out bag and you're a prepper and you're into preparedness, you have to use your bug out bag within real exercises. You have to go on hikes, go on rucks, and actually get yourself conditioned to feeling this weight, what it feels like, and how it's gonna feel on you for extended periods of time. Me, I'm personally very used to having this bag on me. I've gone on rucks, plenty of miles on elevated terrain, very rough terrain, and it's no problem for me. I've climbed rocks with this bag on, going up steep terrain that's like, you'll damn near just fall straight down. You guys need to have that experience on your belt. You know, you need to have that confidence. You don't want to just have confidence, but you also want to be competent in your capability and fully capable in whatever you're saying you can do. You guys don't want to just be all talk and then have nothing actually to offer. You know, another important thing that involves this bug out bags and going to survive in the woods is learning land navigation, and learning how to use the map and compass, learning how to tell your grid coordinates, plot it, and send it to your teammate so they could find your location or so they could get closer to you. You know, these are very important things, and knowing how to relay them over radio, okay? Having proper radio etiquette. All this stuff goes into your bug out bag and your planning, and just knowing actually what you need. Have you guys calculated how many calories you're actually gonna need for a week's period? And you're not gonna be able to eat the same way that you eat normally. You're gonna actually be in a caloric deficit, most likely, just surviving, but sustaining enough to keep some energy so you can march through the woods, whatever environment you're in order to survive this chaotic scenario that you're thinking of, okay? You guys need to fully peel the onion on this subject and really realize what it entails, okay? Just having a bug out bag is not enough. Your children, the men in your family who may be less capable, may have some disabilities or may have a disease, whatever the case may be. Those people are not going to be able to bug out the same way you might be able to, or the way I might be able to. I know I'm a young fit male who could bug out and could carry the weight and handle it for an extended period of time. There's other people who are older than me who could do the same thing, but there's other people of the same age and of my age who cannot do that. So you guys need to calculate that and really estimate that within your group or whoever's including within this. If you don't have people that are fully capable of bugging out, then you have to have a fully capable bug out vehicle in order to get them out of there. And then that could also be a plan that fails. You never know if there's going to be open routes for a vehicle and how long that's going to be able to get you out to travel out of the threat area, okay? All I'm saying here is there's a lot of things to calculate, a lot of aspects to bugging out and survival off grid or away from your main base camp or your house with all your actual good storage of prepping supplies. So all I want to say to you guys is make sure you're calculating it properly. Make sure you're putting yourself through exercises. If anything else, that could be the one thing that gives you an advantage over a lot of people who just buy a bug out bag off Amazon or from Walmart and fill it up with some mountain house and some camping supplies and think they're good to go. If they have those supplies and they're not actually using them, yeah, they're not actually getting their body conditioned or prepared in order to bear the weight of whatever their pack is. You know, some people don't even know how much their pack weighs. Mine weighs on average 40 to 50 pounds, depending on how I load it out. You know, it could vary depending on what environment I'm going to go to or what I'm doing that day. But I'm not going to carry more than 45 to 55 pounds maybe. That's just the pack. I'm not counting the rifle as well. That's why I like to keep it below a certain weight. So 50 pounds plus a rifle and other gear, you know, it weighs more depending on how much water you're going to be carrying on you. So you guys got to calculate all that. How much does your pack weigh dry versus wet? Meaning with water inside of it versus with no containers filled up with water, right? But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below your opinion. What do you think of this discussion, the topic I'm covering, in my opinion on it? Do you guys think it's important to calculate all of this and to plan accordingly? Or do you think everyone should just have a bug out bag and in case anything happens, just hand them their bag and hope for the best? I'm honestly curious on what you guys think. If you guys still subscribe to the idea of a bug out bag, or what your current planning is. My personal planning is I rather plan to bug in rather than bug out. Bugging out is gonna be my worst case scenario, my last plan of action, right? If you live in an area that's highly populated and there's a good chance of needing to bug out, then yes, plan accordingly. Make sure you guys have a good plan of action in order to get your family out of there and bug out properly. It's all about what your current plan of action is gonna be. Everyone's gonna have a different personal SHTF or when their bug out signal is gonna be going off, okay? You guys just need to know what your plan is for your family and plan accordingly. Make sure you're not just being one of those preppers who's a gear prepper. You know, there's a lot of gear preppers out there, and I'll admit myself, when I first started prepping into this journey, I was somewhat of a gear prepper. I bought a lot of gear that I felt would further me in my prepper journey, which somewhat it does, but it only does once you start to learn the gear. So it's not bad to have the gear if you fully intend on learning the gear and training with it, okay? But if you guys are just acquiring this gear, acquiring different AR-15s, getting a bunch of food supply buckets that you guys haven't tried the food, you haven't went and zeroed your ARs, you don't know what your holds are at distance, this is all useless for you and it's not gonna do you any good. Having the gear is not the problem. Having the gear and being untrained, unexperienced, and not having anything to pair with it, with software up here, is useless, okay? And it's gonna make you a loot drop. But that's basically what I got for today. I think this has been a long enough rant for today. I'm gonna be coming at you guys with more content, pumping out more videos as we go along. This has been a more unique style video, kind of a walk and talk, and decided to go on and do a hike right now. I'm doing an exercise with my bug out bag, as you guys can see, and I just wanted to tell you guys my opinions on it and the false reality behind bugging out within the prepper community. So comment down below, let me know your opinion. Let me know what you guys want to see going forward on this channel. If you want to see more shooting videos, gun guy videos, prepping videos, whatever the case may be. Comment down below, let me know what you guys want to see, and this is FP, out.